Thank you so much for being here and for your time. My name is Nini Cherry. I am the trainer for DMS, and today we're going to learn about fundamentals of computer. This will be just a 30-minute session that we're going to do in this first training. So the idea is just met all the basic parts of the computer, function of the computer. If you already have some basic knowledge, it is fine. Just reinforce the knowledge, but if you feel like you want to learn a little bit more or have some questions, please just let me know, okay? And then we can clarify all of that. The idea is that you get this knowledge for starting in your job, and then you have all the tools that you need to start, okay? Please let me know about just your name. Can you please let me know what is your name?
Okay, my name is Andrew Smith.
Andrew Smith.
Thank you for you here.
Thank you, Andrew. Thank you.
Josh Harness.
Thank you, George. Thank you very much.
My name is Ashley Atkinson.
Thank you, Ashley.
My name is Velma Freddy.
Velma, thank you very much, all of you, for your time and for your attention. So let's start. All right, so fundamentals of computer. Unfortunately, the TV is not working at the moment. For any reason, it's a technical issue. So unfortunately, we cannot see that, but I can just explain. And we have the computers in front, and that's all we need, yeah? All right, so now, the safety in the online environment. Before we start, it's really important to know that the posture we are having before working for long periods, for example, longer than 2 hours, it is really, we need to be aware about how we manage our body, because we can hurt our bodies. We can get some illness because we are not being aware about how we using the body in front of the computer. So today we're going to learn just little tips or just being sure we are safe working in front of the computer. So the first thing we're going to do, I'm going to do the example here, is just letting you know how you can use the chair. So in your workplace, when you go there, you're going to find the ergonomic chair. The ergonomic one is that you can tilt up and then tilt down and adjust it for the height with you in front of the table and in front of the computer. And also some of them allow us to adjust the back. They tilt forward or back as well. So that allow us to be comfortable during the time we are working. Normally we are 6 hours, 8 hours sit down when we're working in a office environment, yeah? So, okay, and then once we are aware about the parts of the ergonomic chair that we can put up or down, we're gonna sit down on the chair. And the first thing that we need to be aware is we need to sit down. Our back always need to be with support, low back. If you think is a gap there, so you can bring a cushion or you can bring something that give you support in your low back, okay? Other thing is the position of your legs. They always need to be both feet grounded and 90 degrees on your legs. So that's gonna allow us the blood circulation, and not hurt the muscles, okay? Not fatigue them. Some people like to have that kind of postures, like we cross the leg, or we just sit down in other leg. For example, sometimes I used to do this, but actually for long period, that's gonna cut our circulation in our legs, and they're gonna hurt our legs. But we're not aware about that because we are very distracted with the computer, putting the attention in it. Sometimes we feel like a numb leg, and you feel tingles, it's because your body is letting you know, hey, someone is not running blood here, please. Stretch your leg, allow the blood flow. And then that's the first thing. Be aware about the low part of your body. Then other important thing is the arms. The arms need to be also 90 degrees here. And the hands has to be like in front of you in this position. If you are working for a long time, tilting up like this, So you want to put it a lot of pressure in this area. And then in long time, your arm start to be sore and you don't understand why. It is because you are forcing this muscle so much. And then the best thing is you have in 90 degrees, okay? And always resting the elbows in some support here. So you're not having for a long time, the shoulder gonna need to make a lot of efforts to keep the arm. You see, and then it is this 90 degrees in front of you. And the other thing is very important is your neck, the position of your head. So the idea is your head has to be just relaxed and looking in front of you and avoid this position for a long time, like looking up, or this position looking down, depending where is your computer. For example, if you're working with a laptop, the laptop normally is small. We work with the laptop on the legs or on the table, and then we are doing this and keep this posture for a long time. Gonna hurt all these muscles, tendons, and then we're gonna have pain, like shoulders pain or upper back pain. And this is not good for our health, you know. And then the best thing is put your computer on the table, and if you don't have a stand, you can put in books, magazines, or anything at home, and you can put it a little bit higher. Yeah, and the same thing with your screen. The screen needs to be in front of you, and then if the screen is too low, for example, in this case, it's too low. You see, I cannot see in front of my eyes. It's a little bit low, so you just adjust the height, put some books or something underneath, and then you can put it higher, and you're sure you don't have to tilt up or down your neck, because that's gonna cause some damage here. So how is that so far? That makes sense?
Yes.
Yeah, totally sense. Perfect. So once we know that, we're gonna move to the next step. One more thing. If you don't have the facilities in the workplace, please let know your employer. They have to supply or the bases or the stands or the ergonomic chair that you need to have a safe environment in the workplace, okay? Let's go to the next one. So learning outcomes regarding with the computers. Today, we're gonna just work creating and naming folders, user names and conversions. So when we are working on the computer, mainly we are manage documents, yeah? A lot of documents, a lot of files, invoices, letters, things that the clients and customers send us, and we have to send them. So all that documentation need to be organized, need to be safe in some sense way, to we are able to find it quickly and be more efficient in our work. So today we're gonna learn how to organize all the documentation, building or creating folders. For example, in the physical life, we have this folder. Yeah, this is a folder that we normally use, and we used to put the documents here, invoices, bills, receipts, or whatever. Now we're gonna learn how to do this, but in the computer, okay? And then after that, also we're going to learn in the next training how to make a letter or how to build a document, for example, an invoice, a letter for the customer, and save it into the folder. So we're gonna learn how to make a letter, and then that letter, put it into the folder. But
D&D, Dungeons and Dragons, they're on the mezzanine,
Oh.
on the first floor. In the mezzanine, on the first floor. Thank you.
okay, and then put it in the computer, but doing the same, but in the computer. So that's all for today. And also we're gonna just a quick refreshing about the basic parts of the computer, just in case that we don't have like a proper way to know how we're gonna do. Discuss the importance of the benefits, the structure of the section, this session. We're gonna just discuss what is the benefit to manage computer. Then we're gonna do an explanation about the different topics we're gonna talk, and then at the end we're gonna do a practice. So in the last training, we're gonna do a practical exercise so you can practice everything we are watching here. Okay, so let's talk about the benefits to having a basic computer skills. So do you have any rough idea why it's good to handle computers? Yes. Sorry?
What is the question?
The question is, do you know what could be the good thing or the benefit to have knowledge about managed computers?
Yes. It's everything now. Yes.
Yes, exactly.
Online is everything.
Perfect. Yes. Yeah, the evolution, the technology has evolution so much, and now everything is in the computer.
Yes.
Before we used to do all our paperwork in a hard copy.
Now every appointment, every
Exactly.
apply for any job, all
is in the computer. For example, if you need a loan or a mortgage for buying a house, you cannot take photocopies of your documents and bring the physical hard copy to the branch, because now they don't accept that. They say if you want to apply for a loan, you need to go online, click in the website, follow it up, and upload all the documentation and submit the application. And so if we don't know how to do that, we cannot apply for a loan, for example, which is really important for us. And other basic, really basic things like, for example, send an email, or yes, the very simple things that we do on our life is everything on the computer and also in our phones. So the technology now is really not a luxury thing. Now it's necessary to know that. Yes, you're right. Okay, other thing is that we talked earlier is about technology is changing fast in this time. Probably before, technology take 10 years from pass from one computer to another one, and another 10 years to become the desktop computer to the laptop one. But now, no. Now is 1 week. In 1 week, something new is going on. Or the updating in the software, we buy a computer and then the company said, you have to update it right now. Every month, every 2 months is updated the function of the computer. And if you're not updating and we are not studying what is that, we are lost. We don't know how to handle or manage the computer anymore. So be aware that we need to be updated, or just read or ask someone else. What is the difference now regarding how I manage my computer? Other thing is increased productivity. Because, for example, if you want to do the bank application, you have to take photocopies, complete forms manually, take a transport, go to the branch, spend 2 hours with the person, talk about your loan, and then wait 5 days or business days or 2 weeks waiting for processing all that paperwork, because that paperwork has to go to a processing team and they have to scan it and they have to read it, and someone else has to do the approval. So your application might take weeks, months probably. And if something is missing, so you have to send it again, go again and do it. But now your loan can be approved in 3 days. You just send it online, the information is up, someone approved, and sending the message back say it's all done. Accept it, just click sign it digitally and it's done. You have your credit in 3 days, 4 days. If something is missing, send an email. Look, you need to send a photocopy of your ID. You take a photo, send it by email, and then 2 hours later, everything is sorted out. So that's productivity, and that's one of the big benefits to be updated about the computers. Minimize the use of paper, which we already know that wasting paper, this is not good for environment. Reduce the needs for physical storage space. Before, look here in this library, you can see we still use here the books physically, but before probably this library has to be huge with big storage and stands, because everything has to be in paper and storage. Otherwise, it's not possible to access to the information and the knowledge. So now it's everything in our in our phone or computer. All these books, we can find it on the computer and read it anytime in a travel, in waiting for the bus, waiting in a line, and just saving time, and we can get the knowledge, and we don't have to go and storage and find the information in a physical place. Sharing memories, photos, videos with our family. It is amazing, because sometimes I have been in that celebrations, big celebrations, 70s, 50s, when they put it as presentation with the photos of the whole life, with the little kids, when they growing with the grandkid, grandson, granddaughter, and then you can see all the path of the life, and that's give us a lot of beautiful memories, and we feel happy as well. And the technology and computers allow us to bring all that memories. Otherwise, we have to go and looking for all the albums of the photos and looking there. They're gonna take hours. Okay. Shopping as well. We can do shopping now online, but I think the most of people like to go and see the apple they're gonna eat and the onion they're gonna cook. But still, if you don't have time, you can order it online and someone bring it for you at home, so you don't have to go to the shop. And or do our taxes as well, you know. Okay. Let's talk now about the key components of the computer system. So the main thing in the computer is the CPU, which is the central processing of a computer. If we just do the comparison with a human being, the CPU is like our brain. Yeah, in the brain of the computer, which is the CPU, they process all the information and the activities that we are asking the computer to do. Is the most important part of the computer. Otherwise, no will be a computer. Yeah. Then where is the CPU look in this computer, for example? Do you remember the other computers when we have a big towel next to the computer?
Yes.
That used to be the CPU.
Yes.
The first CPU was like the whole
Yeah.
room size. Yes.
For the car.
Exactly.
I work with this
The
one kind of,
programmation.
Exactly.
studying engineering
Exactly.
at that time.
That exactly. And then they reduce it and reduce it and reduce it. When I start to use computers, I have to use the towel like this. But now look, we don't see the CPU anywhere, and it's because it's already into the chip, into the screen in the back.
Yes.
It's here, and it's just a small card like this. It's a chip. Yeah, that's the brain of the computer. But if you see our bodies, the brain is on the head. It's also small. It's not the big part of our body, but it's small. It's a small organ, or it's a small part of the computer, but it's the most important one. Otherwise, it's not able to function. Yeah. So the second part of the computer is the keyboard. With the keyboard you have in front of you,
Yes.
it is allow us to communicate with the computer, give the computer information, prompts, and set the computer what we want the computer to do for us. If you see the keyboard, you're gonna find the components of the keyboard. You can type, input alpha data, which is letters, also numeric data, which is numbers, and also we have a special symbols on the top that it is important for codes or for different expressions during the communication. And then the other basic part of the computer is the mouse. All of you have a mouse next to you. The mouse is like the fingers, allow us to catch the things in the computer, or press a button, or move from here to there, open files, close files. That's the mouse. Yes. Once we get all the basic part of the computers, the monitor. The monitor is like the eyes. Okay, allow us to see what is into the CPU, what is into the brain of the computer. And then with the monitor, there is different sizes. Now, this monitor, for example, allow us to is touch. So I don't have to only use the mouse. I am also can touch it. For example, if I want to close this one, you see, you just touch it. You can communicate with the computer a little bit more closer, touching the screen. Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about what it is. I want to show you a photo here, and you're gonna let me know what do you think about this photo.
This photo.
This is my computer.
Okay.
What you can see there. I'm gonna show you all of you, and then all of you.
Confusing. It's lots of folder.
Many folders.
Can you find something there?
Yeah.
If I told you find the invoice
Oh my
you
goodness.
sent to the client yesterday, is able to find it there?
It's a bit difficult.
It's very difficult.
Adolos.
Exactly, it's very difficult. And then, what about if your team leader asks, in 2 minutes, please send me all the invoices or of your sales you have done in the last month, and you have all the documentation like this. Is this easy for you to organize and send it?
No, it depends. If your phone has a name like sales, family, so if you have a name tags, it's easier when somebody asks you to do some job or
Perfect.
something.
Organization is the key.
Yeah,
We have to
yes.
organize everything, so it is easy for us to find it. Okay, and then I will show you something like you are telling to me. Now look how is my computer.
Yes, it's very organized.
Can you find something there?
It's not confusing.
Okay.
Okay. Can you find you see something there?
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Quotes, invoices. Any documentation we are handling is good to have in an organized manner. So when we save everything on the screen, also makes the processor slower and confused, because the brain is like, imagine you with too many different thoughts around here. So you are confused, you don't know what to do, you don't know what to choose, you don't know what to get, because your brain engaged with a lot of information, very disorganized. But if you clean up all that, just give one, and then the brain say, it's only one, I'm gonna go here. Okay? And then being there, you give like a pathway. Say, okay, now I'm gonna open this folder because it's the only one there. And then once I am in the folder, I can choose another two. Go to this one, go to the other one. So the brain understands, the brain needs, the brain of the computer, the CPU needs, is very basic as well, need basic prompts and organized. Otherwise, the computer be slow, don't understand what to do, open and close quickly, and you get frustration because the computer is doing things that you don't understand why, but actually it's because we are not being organized and giving the prompts to the computer in an organized manner. So how we can avoid that? First thing, don't save photos, words, PDF, Excel everywhere. No.
Okay.
Because your computer can be crazy. And then how we can do it? We need to open folders. And then we take the folder and we put the photos here. Or we put the emails here, or we put it the different topics. We can put it in different folders, so you know where is everything. How we can do that in the computer? And then the first thing is creating folders and subfolders. Is the way you can group information for categories. And then creating a folder is really easy. I'm gonna explain you how, and then later we're gonna do the practice, okay? The creating the folders is really easy. The first thing we need to do is you're gonna find, I think it's better you're gonna do it at the same time, yeah. So you're gonna find the screen on the desktop, which is the wide canvas you have there. So how you can create a folder? You just click with the left click on your mouse, one click there, and you find something set new. It's not here. Let's go to you have session by no, but it's not. Let's go to new. Go to documents and then new. Documents and new. Yeah, new. Perfect. So with this one, with the right one, exact. You open the windows, and with the left one, you choose what you would like to do. So the first option you have there is a folder. So with this one, with this one, you click here and you open it. You find new, and with this other one, you click here and you find a folder.
Okay.
Would you like to do it by yourself now?
Okay.
Yeah. With your mouse?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Perfect. And then you go up and click on folder. Perfect. And here, wait, new folder.
Yeah.
Oh, you created already.
Yep.
Well done. Can you go back, please? Yeah, perfect. So now you see the folder is asking you a name.
Okay.
Because we need to name the folder. So please put in a name. And then
Whatever.
I'm gonna give you this is exercises. I'm gonna give you this so we can follow it up in this practical.
So we put any name. Can I put Archivo?
Here is
No, not
Look.
your name.
my documents.
My document.
My documents. In the first step, paso uno. My documents. You're gonna name the folder. So yeah, with the right click, with your mouse, the location where you want to make the folder, and then from the menu that appears, select, you choose new, and then from the next menu appears, you choose folder, and the folder will appear with the default name, new folder. You're gonna call my documents. While it's still highlighting, type the name you want to the folder and click anywhere with your mouse out. So you want to, perfect. You click out in the canvas, in the white canvas, perfect. And then you click anywhere here, outside, here, anywhere, out. You give a click, like that.
Oh, okay.
So when you give that click, you close in. You get a click anywhere, perfect. Only one. That means is name it. That's the first. This is the first step. Is the way we do one folder. Now we're gonna create a subfolder. Why we have to create subfolders into the folders?
Organize our documents. If it is my documents, because we have several kinds of documents.
Exactly. So in our job, we're gonna need different kind of documents, different topic of categories. So my documents means they are mine and not from another seller or another coworker. It's only mine. I can put it my name, but in this case, we're gonna put in my documents because I am working in my own computer. So into the folder, in my work, I have to do different activities and I need to manage a lot of documents. So because in our role, which is a customer service representative, we use, for example, invoices. We need to send quotes to the members and we need to send invoices when we have given the service. So we have two different categories and I cannot put it all together in the same folder. Will be confusing if I need to find a specific quote and a specific date. So let's open a subfolder into my documents. So we're gonna create a subfolder and we're gonna call them quotes 2025.
It is one here.